Yes, Prabhuji. Prabhu, please start, Prabhu. Yes, Prabhuji, please start.
Yeah, Hare Krishna. I'm in this one, Prabhu, standard screen.
Yeah, you are projected.
Yeah, I'll pin myself. Yeah,
Yeah, we can see in here.
okay. ॐ अज्ञानातिमिरन्दस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मिलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशधारिणे जय श्रीकृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानन्द श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृन्द हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्णा हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Happy to see you all once again. I offer my respectful obeisance to all the devotees who are assembled, and I offer my heartfelt prayers to Srila Prabhupada and Shri Shri Radha, Nila Madhav, and Jagannath Baldev Subhadra, Shri Shri Nrsimhadev, and Gauritai. Actually, we are discussing in many sessions, how do we develop our right mood and how we can serve the deities in right way, in right method. By that, our acharyas can be pleased, and ultimately the Supreme Lord can be pleased. That is our goal and aim. And Ananya Chintayanto Mam Yajana Pariyupasate Tesham Ityabhiktanam Yogkshemam Vahamyaham. Whatever we have, we can engage in the Krishna service. Whatever we lack, we pray to Krishna, can inspire us, and we can do better service to Him. With the prayers, we'll start today's session. I'll share my PPT. I don't know, it's a fourth session or fifth session, but I kept it as a fourth session.
Yeah, fourth Prabhuji.
Yeah. This is a very wonderful picture. Sri Krishna having pastimes in Vrindavan. Krishna carry everyday lunch box with him. Mother Yashoda lovingly prepare many food items, different food items. In this pastime, especially Yashoda Maya prepared curd rice. Even in the Brahma's prayer, even Brahmaji says that Krishna was holding curd rice in his hand when I was looking. Uh, when he was wearing Kunjamala, he was wearing Karnika flowers in his ears. Like that, Brahmaji describes very beautifully. Yashoda prepares curd rice very meticulously. With a proper proportion, it should be in the right quality and right way. Krishna can honor that curd rice, very nicely. What she does, Acharya explains, what is the recipe of the curd rice. Very beautifully. Krishna leaves early in the morning and he may take lunch, during 12 o'clock. That's why she prepares in such a way that when Krishna takes this food at 12 o'clock, it should be in proper, quality. That's why she prepares the curd rice. She will not prepare in the curd. She prepare in milk. Because if she makes in the early morning and the curd in the afternoon, it will become sour in taste. That's why she prepares the curd rice in milk. After preparing everything, she puts little curd in the milk rice, and when Krishna takes it there, it will be the proper quality. It will be like properly prepared, and it should not be so sour taste, or it should not be no, like a milk rice, or perfectly she makes and gives some achar, the pickles, different pickles she gives, and she Krishna goes and takes, you know, that much meticulous Yashoda is. Krishna is honoring the food which we are preparing in our kitchens. Krishna has to take, has to tolerate and accept our foods, but the Acharyas gives very, very deep explanation how we should offer food to Krishna. Offering the Bhogas is done by Yashoda, Srimati Radharani, you know, then Gopas playfully accept that Bhogas. When Krishna accept that Bhoga, he shares with his friends. See, my mother prepared a very tasty food. Please accept this. Sharing and enjoying. Krishna, whatever best we should offer to Krishna, whatever best Krishna offers with his friends and his devotees. That's why Krishna, that's how Krishna reciprocate with all of us in each and every living entity. That is a speciality of Lord Shri Krishna. It's a very, very important element is offering food. Even in the king's assembly, four things happens. Kings are offered very opulent, palatable foods. That is the first. Second, in the king's assembly, some music happens. They perform different music for the pleasure of the king. And third, dance. Dance happens in the assembly of the king, and the glorification and other things also happens. Same thing we do for our Krishna. We offer palatable food to Krishna because the temple deities are like a king, they should be served like a king. Prabhupada also says that we should serve the deities like a king. If anything goes wrong in the food, what happens? Kings punish. Sometimes he cuts the throat. That is a strict. That's why all the food items has to be prepared very meticulously with a consciousness. I'm offering these foodstuffs to Krishna. The servants of the king, they serve king out of fear. I have to prepare this food very nicely, otherwise I'll be punished. Uh, but here, the devotees of the Lord, they lovingly they prepare. The best food items has to be offered to Krishna. I'll start with small story. One time, Durvasumani visited Vrindavan Dham, and everybody eager to welcome Durvasumani. Simultaneously, they were very, very fearful. And if you do any mistake, Durvasumani famous for not for giving sweets, he will offer curse. He will offer curse. That's why everybody kind of reluctant, and simultaneously they wanted to welcome Durvasumani also because the Rishi has come. We have to welcome him. And who is a suitable guy? Who is a suitable person? Who can receive Durvasamani and who can please Durvasamani? That is very important. We know the story how what happens to Ambarish Maharaj, all these things. That's why they found, okay, Srimati Radharani is a suitable candidate. She can please Durvasamani. Srimati Radharani was a very, very young girl. She was like 4 5 years old, and she was selected and she was sent, and she was taking care of Dhruva's money. And Dhruva's money came and sat, and Srimati Radharani is supposed to feed the small girl. She's supposed to feed Dhruva's money. She was offering palatable foods, and she prepared playfully, with the clay. She prepared some of the items like laddus, some malpuas. In the mud only she prepared some items. And Durvasumani was so eager. He wanted to taste that mud, laddus and malpuas and etc. etc. And Durvasumani took that and put it in his mouth. It was so delicious because it's prepared by Srimati Radharani. What we can say, she's a expert among all experts, and whatever she prepares, that should be very very excellent and so delicious. Is it transcendental? The Adishakti is preparing. uh, you know, that's why when Duvasmani ate that, he became so pleased and Durvasmuni blessed Srimati Radharani. Actually, yeah, she doesn't require any blessings, but Durvasmuni blessed to make the pastime very beautiful. Durvasmuni blessed Srimati Radharani that whatever you prepare, that becomes so delicious. Whoever eat that, that person never fell sick. The food item. That's why, Srimati Radharani is so become famous in Vrindavan. She's already famous. Deity Deitikam Janmadam Prata. Janmana Prata. Lakshmi is resides. That is Srimati Radharani always resides in Vrindavan Dham. That's why Vrindavan Dham is so glorious. Then news spreads everywhere. Srimati Radharani received the blessings. Finally, Vrinda, Nanda Maharaj wife, Yashoda, she came to know who is Rani, who is a queen in the Vrindavan Dham. And when she came to know, whoever eats the food from the hands of Srimati Radharani, he never fell sick. That's why Srimati Radharani was invited to Nandagaon by Yashoda. Please come and cook for my Krishna, my Kana. That's why if we go to the Pavan Sarovar, now we can see that Srimati Radharani cooking in the gods of Pavan Sarovar, and all the gopis come. This how gopis perform cooking, very beautifully explained. They perform, they wash their feet and everything. Already they are fresh, they are taken bath and coming with the fresh clothes in the morning. Even though when they come, they wash their feet, they perform Achaman. After that, they will start cooking for Krishna, and Krishna was accepting that Bhoga that was described by Bhaktivinoda Thakur in the Bhogarati. All the details, what are the items prepared by Srimati Radharani Gopis in the Pavan Sarovar. Like that, Srimati Radharani comes all the way from Barsana to Nandagaon to cook for Lord Shri Krishna, and Yashoda was so much pleased. This is well, the first time in Vrindavan Dham, and we can hear some pastime in Dwarka. uh, this is a pastime described in Srimad Bhagavatam, the 11th canto. This is like Sudama Brahman coming and offering the food. What food he was giving? He was giving some flat rice. That flat rice he was offering to Krishna. Krishna and Sudama both were friends from the childhood, and he was offering that food. Actually, he wanted to offer to Krishna, but he was feeling very shy. Should I offer this or not? Because Sudama came and saw the Krishna's opulence in Dwaraka, and he was mesmerized. And he was my friend. Now he's a king. I know, I should be giving some valuable items to him, but I'm having this flat rice. Like, should I offer this or not? I was feeling very, very much shy. This is a very beautiful, elaborate pastime. I'm not going to details. Otherwise, our discussion only goes in that only. Uh, now नान्व नान्वतेतत् उपनीतं मे परम परम प्रणिनं सखे तर्पयन्ति अङ्गमां विश्वं ये ते पृथुः पृथुः Prutuka Tandulaha. My dear friend, my dear friend, have you brought this for me? It gives me extreme pleasure. Indeed, these few grains of flat rice will satisfy not only me, but also the entire universe. When we please Krishna, it's not, we are not only we are pleasing Krishna, we are going to please the entire universe. Uh, that is a, greatness of feeding Krishna, offering foodstuffs to Krishna. That's why Prabhupada always gives the example that yatataro mula nishechanena. When you are offering the water to the roots, the whole tree is nourished and pleased. That's why we have to be so much consciousness, conscious to prepare the Bhoga and foodstuffs to Krishna. An offering made to Krishna or any action done for Krishna is to be considered the highest welfare work for everyone. Many times we say that Sarvo Sukhino Bhavantu. How Sarvo Sukhino Bhavantu will happen? By pleasing Krishna and offering some food items which is prepared lovingly by devotees. Because of benefit of such offering distributed throughout the creation. Mm. That is a greatness of offering foodstuffs to Krishna. That's why we have to be more conscious. It, iti pushtim sagra jagva Vidiyam jagdumadate tvacharir jagrihe hastam tatpara paramestinaha. After saying this, the Supreme Lord ate one palmful and was about to eat the second when the devoted goddess Rukmini took hold of his hand, Krishna's hand. Why Srimati Rukmini Devi took hold of the hands of Krishna? I was thinking I will copy the exact, words of the acharyas. Then we can relate to it and we can have more faith and accept this past tense. Because one handful of the cheap rice is sufficient to give the vast riches to the person. If Krishna eats one more hand, then the Lakshmi Devi become a servant of that person. She has to surrender and serve that person. That's why Rukmini went and catch hold the hands of Krishna. And another reason Vishnu Chakravarti Thakur says that if Krishna eats another grain, there will not be anything to feed any single grain to anyone. That's why Rukmini Devi catch hold the hands of the Krishna. This hard rice will upset my lord's tender stomach. That's why Rukmini Devi catch all the hands of Krishna. But Krishna, it gives a great pleasure to Krishna. That's why Krishna gives the vast riches. Then if whoever feeds Krishna, Krishna is so pleased. Wherever Krishna is pleased, there Sri Lakshmi resides. Because the duty of Sri Lakshmi Devi is all to want to please Krishna. Srimati Radharani, she is called Vidyarthini. Vidyarthi means a student. Mm. And why Radharani is called Vidyarthini? Vidyarthini means why she was called? Because she wanted to learn how I can please Krishna, how I can please Krishna. This is what she was learning every day. The better and better way she wanted to please Krishna. This is the only goal of Srimati Radharani. That's why she is called Vidyarthini. That's why whoever, wherever Krishna is pleased, she comes and resides there. That's why Krishna Prabhupada makes this command, wonderful command. When food is offered to Lord Krishna with love and devotion, and he is pleased and accept it from the devotee, the Rukmani Devi, the goddess of fortune, becomes so greatly obliged to the devotee that she has to personally go to the devotee's home to turn into the most opulent home in the world. If one feeds Narayana sumptuously, the goddess of fortune Lakshmi automatically become the guest in the house, guest in one's house, which means that home becomes opulent. Opulence means not only money and rich. Opulence mean all aspects. Uh, Satisfaction, having good children, or good facility to worship Krishna, and we will be having satisfaction to serve Krishna. The heart will be enriched with enthusiasm to serve Krishna. Many opulence will get. That's why Shine Punye Vrityalokam Vishanti. One who's not completed his devotional service, he goes and takes birth in the wealthy person's home or Brahmana's home because he has a full facility to serve Krishna. एतावलता तालं विश्वात्मन् सर्वसम्पत्समृद्धते अस्मिन् लोके त वामुषिं पुंसस्तत्तोषकारणम्. Sorry. This is a more. This is more than enough, O soul of the universe, to secure him an abundance of all kinds of wealth in the world in the next. After all, one's prosperity depends simply on your satisfaction. That's why, you know, we we aim for many aspects. We aim for many things in the world, but everything can be achieved by the satisfaction of Krishna. The cooking is one of the method to cultivate this mood. We cook nicely. While cooking, we'll be more conscious. Oh, I have to put this all these ingredients in a proper proportionate, and I can cook this very nicely. And the while cooking also we are so conscious that it should not be overcooked or less cooked or it should not be burned. We are so conscious. I want to give pleasure to Krishna. I want to satisfy Krishna. That throughout the journey of cooking gives more cultivation of this quality. I'm here to please Krishna. I want to please Krishna. I should cook Krishna very nicely. All these things goes in the mind. That's why this is a very nice way to cultivate this quality. So स्वभूते विश्वभावेन स्वसुखेनाभिवन्दिनै वन्दितः जगाम स्वलयं तात पतेत् अनुव्रजय नन्दितः. Um, the next day, Sudama set off for home while being honored by Lord Krishna, the self-satisfied maintainer of the universe. The Brahmana felt greatly delighted. When Krishna was pleased and the Brahmana was honored, he was honored, but not only that, the Brahmana felt delighted. He was satisfied. He was so happy. That is a way, whenever we lack satisfaction or whenever we disturbed, sometime after doing everything, we may achieve everything in life, but we may not feel satisfaction in life. That time we can reflect and we can see that, I want to please Krishna. This is what happened to Vyasadeva. After compiling so many Vedic literature, he was not satisfied. Then he written the book on Srimad Bhagavatam, how we can serve, please Krishna. By pleasing Krishna, everybody can be pleased. That's why we should always aim to please Krishna. This is one of the method to cultivate. Ananya chintayanto mam yajana parivasate tesam nitya vittanam yogkshema maham. देशकाले च सम्प्राप्ते मुनि अन्नं हरि दैवतं श्रद्धाय विधिवत् पात्रे न्यस्तां कामधुक् अक्षयम्. When one gets the opportunity of a suitable, auspicious time and place, one should, with love, offer food prepared with the ghee to the deity of the Supreme Personality Godhead. and then offer the prasada to the suitable person, a Vaishnava or Brahmana. This will be cause of everlasting prosperity. Prabhupada was also told by his spiritual master that whenever you get book, print books. Whenever you get money, print books. That's why, like that, Prahlad Maharaj also saying that whenever one gets opportunity, immediately make a nice boha offering, offer it to Krishna. That's why, whatever we get the best, we should offer to Krishna. That's why here also, in the seventh canto, 15th chapter, mentions that whenever you get an opportunity, uh, you get a suitable wealth or suitable ingredients or a suitable place, immediately you make a nice loving offering to Krishna, offer to Krishna. That prasada, offer to Vaishnavas. That gives transcendental prosperity, not a material prosperity. Because even general in the material world also is called that there are many charities. In the charities stressed the higher charity or bigger charity is the highest charity is giving food to other person. Mm. தானத்தில் சிறந்த தானம் அன்னதானம். They call it in local language. And that's why giving food, but when we are offering foodstuffs to Krishna, is give the eternal prosperity. Mm. यज्ञशिष्टाशिनः सन्त मुञ्चन्ते सर्वकिल्बिषैः भुञ्जते तु अहं पापा ये पचन्त्यात्मकारणात्. The devotees of the Lord are released from all kinds of sins because they eat food which is offered first for sacrifice. Others who prepare food for personal sense enjoyment very easily eat sin only. Mm. That's why it's a very, very important to offer food. We should, very, very important to prepare food nicely. Very, very important to make this food offer to for the satisfaction of Krishna. Now we will see how to prepare the Naivedya, that is called Naivedya also. Boha offering also we can say, Boha preparation we can say. As far as the eatables are concerned, all items should be first class preparation. First class. Prabhupada always says first class. He won't say try your best. No. We should sincerely prepare the first class preparation. There should be first class rice, dal, fruit, sweet rice, vegetables, and varieties of foods to be sucked, drunk, chewed. All the eatables offered to the deity should be extraordinarily excellent. Prabhupada uses all the important words. Prabhupada says that it should be first class, it should be excellent, should be extraordinary. All the ingredients, again, he uses the first class ingredients. You know, always he emphasizes the mood also. That's why in the one line, in the one sentence, he puts all the words. Haribhakti Vilas lists some of the foods may be offered. Bilba, amalaki, dates, coconut, jackfruit, grapes, tal fruit, lotus root, leafy vegetables, cow milk products, and items made from grains, ghee, and sugar. Grains, especially rice. Rice should be always offered with ghee. Rice should not be offered, only the plain rice sometime we may get to offer. If you are offering plain rice, that should be ghee in the top. You can just put one or two spoons of ghee and you can offer to Krishna. Without ghee, if you offer rice, that become asuric. That's why we shouldn't offer the plain rice. Sometimes flavored rice prepared in ghee, that's okay. But if you are offering plain rice, you have to offer with the ghee. Even in the traditional homes, when they serve the rice to the devotees, immediately next to the rice, the ghee is offered because we have to serve the Vaishnavas also like a Lord. That's why they also offer like that. And Lord is pleased when offered items should be made with the ghee and sugar, yogurt, good, honey, chickpea preparation, dal, soups, varieties of cakes and other items that can be licked, chewed, sucked, and drank, or pleasing as well. There should be varieties There should be a flavor like something chewed, something sucked, something drank. That's why Chaturvida Sri Bhagavat Prasado Swadanna Triptan Hari Bhakta Sangam Kritaiva Triptim Bhajata Sadaiva Vande Guru Sri Charanarvindam. Either there is a one of the another sloka from Narada Samhita. Apakvam Atipakvam Pramana Ragitam Tata Anna भाण्डगतं तत्र अर्कात पहतं तथा. The food that are undercooked or overcooked, those not having the right proportion, you know, sometimes we may have some diet control. I was telling one of the devotees, they are having one diet control. That's why they are taking only quinoa. They are offering to their deities only quinoa. And I told, Arey, you are following diet. Krishna is not following diet. Offer him something grain. And another day, another devotee home I went, they are saying that Prabhuji, we are in diet, we eat only one time food. Uh, you are eating one time food, that means you should feed Krishna also one time food. You offer him some seriously, don't starve him. He will run away. That's why we have to offer nice food stuff. That's why having the right proportion of ingredients and that which is cooked before sunrise should never be offered to the deities. There is another sloka which explains in the 11th canto. That's why I thought of mentioning this, because how Krishna likes, what Krishna likes. He likes very pure food. Mm. Gudapayasa sarpim sing saskuli apupamodakan samyava supam cha nevedam sati kalpayet. So all this soup, modaka, saskuli, all these things mentioned in the great Bhagavatam, great literature. Within his means, the devotee should arrange to offer the sugar candy, sweet rice, ghee, saskuli, the flour or cakes, apupa, various sweet cakes, modaka. And the modaka is so famous, we offer to Ganeshji, but Krishna also likes it. He asked in Srimad Bhagavatam, modaka, and samyava, wheat cakes made with ghee and milk and covered with the sugar and pieces, yogurt, vegetable soups, and other palatable foods. Just meditating on this slokas, we will also get into the mood of offering nice foodstuffs. One may also offer drinks such as sugarcane juice, yogurt drink, sweet lemon, water flavored with cinnamon, camphor, cardamom, and fruit drinks, various scents and colors. Many passages of Chaitanya Charitamrita describe the preparation that pleases Krishna. Now, here comes the size of the offering. We may not do this in the home, but we can do it in the temple. The temple Prabhupada gives the instruction that what is the quantity we have to offer to Krishna. In Australia, Srila Prabhupada instructs the devotees to offer Bhoga proportion to Krishna as one would one would for a very hungry 16-year-old boy. How much 16-year young healthy old boy will take the food, that much we should give to Krishna. Hmm. The forbidden foods include meat, onion, mushrooms, garlic, masoor dal, burned rice, white eggplant, ham, citron, saps from the tree, if not boiled first, and goat milk products, milk with salt in it. Also, one should not offer frozen foods to deity. Prabhupada says frozen foods are nasty. And it is best to avoid offering foods containing unhealthy substance. This unhealthy we should not offer. Um, just Just as we must select pure excellent foods to offer to Krishna, and we must also prepare them purely. To prepare food for Lord, one must meticulously observe the rules of cleanliness and take utmost care to prepare the food properly, maintaining the correct consciousness so that Lord will accept the offering. We many times we hear the pastimes of Yamuna Devi. Yamuna Mataji was cooking with Prabhupada. He was saying that even you can listen the audio, wash hands. And after a minute, Prabhupada says, wash hands. After a minute, Prabhupada says, wash hands. Maybe less than a minute also. Wash hands. Prabhupada was, dealing with those devotees and they were personally trained by Srila Prabhupada. That's why Prabhupada, the empowered Acharya, because we learned all these things from those devotees, how and we should serve Krishna. That's why Prabhupada writes in the purport that cleanliness is the utmost. That's why in deity worship, Prabhupada mentions two principles, cleanliness and punctuality. It's a primary principle. Again and again, Sri Prabhupada hammers on the nail. Um, then, because the consciousness of those who prepare the food enters into the food. Even in our beginning of the bhakti, we hear the seven session quotes. We get to hear this statement. The food which we prepare, that should be extremely good, extremely. Because of that, the person's heart will be going to transform. That's why I have to be, good consciousness. I should prepare the food for Krishna. During the cooking, we can listen, kirtan, lecture, or we can sing, we can pray before cooking, during cooking. That's why, usually in our tradition, you know, they cook all the items while putting now salt or something, they chant and they put because that salt has to be proper proportionate. It's going to give taste to the all the ingredients in the items. And while seasoning, they chant Hari Bol or Hare Krishna, Jai Radhe, something like that. They chant. Like that we can have a habit while placing the vessel in the stove. We can chant, "Oh Radhe, Oh Krishna," like that. We can chant the holy names during in between. While cutting vegetables, we can sing. We can hear lecture or something. Um, Maybe stirring, we can say something, some names of Lord Krishna, Jagannath, all these things. The only thing is we have to be very proper consciousness. We can offer a number of items. Some traditional temples, in our temple also, we have a habit of offering arati. We have small altar in the deity kitchen. We offer a arati. With that fire, we light the stove because we are representing Srimati Radharani. Srimati Radharani going to cook. They are going to assist. That's why we do like that. We offer a lamp, and with that fire, we light the stove. It gives a consciousness while performing arati in simple way. Radhe Jaya Jaya Madhav Deity. Gokulatharuni Mandalamahite. Just like one sentence in the past. We chant that four stanza of Radharani's song, and we offer small arati, and we offer to with that fire we light the kitchen. This is our practice in Vardhanika village. Um, this I learned from my mother. I just our devotees also implemented this. In Jagannath Puri, Lord eats 56 times. So the Lord can eat as many times as you can offer. But only thing is, whatever is offered must be with a respect and devotion. Prabhupada makes a proper statement. Uh, Food which has been offered should not mix with unoffered footsteps. This is very, very important. We should always keep offered food separately, unoffered food separately. We should not mix with offered food with unoffered food. And we should be very, very conscious. If there is any food extra, that should be kept separately. We should have a separate section. Once the food is offered, come to the kitchen or backup room or wherever in a preparation room. It should be kept separately. It should not mix with the boha. That's why we should have a segregate, respected place where we can keep the prasad. Once the prasad comes to the backup room or preparation room, we have to keep them. We have segregated place for them. They should not keep anywhere and everywhere. We should have a segregated place. They can keep the prasad because Param Brahma Parandama Pavitram Paramam Bhavan Purusham Shashwatam Divyam Adidevam Ajam Vibhum. Is a Param Brahma Pavitram Paramam is a great among all the great of pure items. Pavitram Paramam Bhavan. We are going to serve that Param Brahma who lives in Parandama. Purusham Shashwatam who lives eternally is a divine personality. Divyam. Adi Devam is Adi Deva, Krishna, Ajam, Vibhu. His vibhutis are unlimited, is eternal. Um, from him, everything comes. That person I am going to serve. What Krishna expecting us to serve? Patram Pushpam Balando Yam Yomevakya Prayachati Tathakam Bhakti Bharadam Yasnami Prayatat Panah. You know, another thing is all seasonal food also we should try to offer. Mm. You know, some season mango comes, some season this comes, that comes. You can purchase those and you can offer that items. All the items has to be washed. Like vegetables, leaves. Any like green items. We should wash it. Even dal, rice. All the items can be washed thoroughly and we can offer to. We can start cooking with that. Okay, I will just give some inputs how we can maintain the kitchen and how we can organize the kitchen. Some of the things I give to the some new temples also, and that's why I have this list in my PPT. You know, Kitchen meditation while cooking, and as we mentioned before, we can chant mantras and we can hear lecture and other things. Sometimes many discussion happens in kitchen. When we talk so much, our saliva may fall in the food. That's why we should reduce talking. That will keep us right mood. We may start discussing something, it may end up something. That's why better not to discuss anything in the kitchen. Otherwise, we become so disturbed and everything becomes disturbed. And who are assisting us also they become disturbed. And better we can reduce the discussions or no planning in the kitchen, no discussion meetings in the kitchen. Kitchen is meant for cooking lovingly for Krishna. With that mood, we should cook. Remember that Lord will taste all the preparations. What in mood which we are preparing, that food will be accepted. There are many games. How you focus, that will impact on other person also. Many games they play, it's for children. Um, Similarly, if you are focused and with the right mood, if you prepare, definitely Lord will accept. There is no doubt about it. Um, we can cook with the gratitude because the kitchen is extension of the altar. That's why how much sanctity we maintain in the altar, the same sanctity try to achieve in the deity kitchen also. We all know, but as again we emphasize this point: never taste the food, do not smell the food closely. Okay, we need to know something, that's why we have to smell, but it should not be touching in nose. Do not blow on food. If you blow, some saliva also will come. Avoid touching cooked food and with bare hands. It's all hygienist activity. Uh, Display boha item which needs to be offered in the each and every offering. You know, some sweet items is written on the board. You know, for example, um, the DT kitchen, devotees, we meet each other very often and we discuss what are the sweets has to be prepared for this month. We list down everything, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, like that. We list and because, we list down the sweet names also, these are the sweet names will be prepared on this day. And because of that, there will not be any repetition in the sweets. Otherwise, they repeat the same sweet and every day is a kind of same sweet. That's why we have made this. Now every day in the Rajbhog, Krishna gets different sweets. Some dry sweets are there, some liquid sweets are there. That's why we display in the notice board. These are the sweets will be prepared. You know, during these days. How many number of items. We list down because some different devotees comes. They cook. There should not be any change in the list. The items can be, subjects can be different. The number of sabji has to be fixed. Today is uh, lady's finger, tomorrow is some brinjal or something cauliflower. Different sabjis will be there, but the number of sabjis has to be mentioned in the list. Number of dal has to be mentioned in the list, and number of rice items has to be mentioned in the list. Number of fried items. We have a quantity control also. This much quantity of rice has to be taken, this many grams. We write down everything in the display. you know the small notice, but it doesn't take much time. And because everything, there is a measurement cups. This much dal you take, this much rice you can take. Measurement cups are kept and hanged in the near the kitchen or shelves. They can take out that measurements, and they can take the rice, and they can take it easily. Otherwise they don't know how much rice to cook, how much dal has to be taken. And is everything in a kind of streamlined. If you give the measurements, it's very easy for them. This much sweet quantity they have to prepare, this much glass they have to prepare, that means this much ml has to be there, then that much milk you take. This quantity control, if is there, then that kitchen, otherwise the storekeeper will go into tension. How much quantity I supplied, how much is remaining, and every day there is a going to be a challenge. That's why all these displays helps us. The qualification of the DT cook, because the consciousness of the those who prepare the food enter into the food, especially in cooking for the deities, is restricted to the devotees with Brahmin initiation. If devotee shows Brahminical qualities, cleanliness, purity, steadiness, and thus appear qualified to cook for the deities, it may be appropriate for him to approach a spiritual master to request Brahminical initiation. The second initiation devotee cooks and who are regularly chanting and following relative principles or first initiated, they can assist the cooking. The external cleanliness, bathing, wearing fresh clothes, maintaining the personal hygiene, avoid strong perfumes. Washing hands when we touch the contaminated or floor awkward items, maintaining the clean kitchen. And what is the other qualification? Basically, having devotional mood and respect for prasadam should enter the deity kitchen. Unauthorized devotees may not enter the kitchen. Only authorized devotees. Avoiding bringing personal belongings. You know, no personal belongings in the kitchen. Maybe you can keep mobile for emergency in the one particular segregated place. There we can keep the mobiles. We can keep the chanting bag. You can have some hangers. Apart from these two things, nothing should be entered DT kitchen. You know, the DT kitchen layout, so even though if it is a small kitchen, you can have all this place. It's not like we should have a very big kitchen, then only we can have all these things. We have, if you all visited Govardhan village, you might have seen our old kitchen. We have very small kitchen. We had all these sections. Vegetable preparation is some challenges. What we did, we made two different fridge. Sometimes the sweets offered to the deities that comes to the backup room, puja room, we store the sweets in different fridge. That is Mahaprasad fridge. Those devotees who sells in our Srinaji cafe or Mahaprasad stall, they come and open and they take the prasad and they go and sell it in the shop. If I want rice, I should go to the respective place only, not where anywhere else. Vegetables, fruits, everything should be having segregated respective place. Then where I can go and get the ingredients nicely. Utensils for deities must be prepared with a general kitchen utensil. You should not mix with other vessels. Every item should be labeled. Even small dabbas, steel dabbas has to be labeled. What is inside. Sometimes sugar powder, salt become look similar only. That's why sometimes instead of sugar, devotees put salt also. That should not be there. That's why everything, all the items has to be labeled. Without labeling, that should be kept outside. you know, Sometime during our inspection, if there is no labeling in the dabba, we keep them outside. Storage area must be clean and labeled. Storage area also, it has to be labeled. Label storage containers. Label the storage containers also. This is very, very important. Utensils and equipment standards. Stainless steel, copper, bronze, clay pots only used. Avoid cracked utensils, burned vessels, plastic. And Maha cleaning every 15 days. Once or monthly, once you can have your own standard. All the vessels meant for the lords should be treated respectfully. Okay, Yegadesi, you all know this, Yegadesi items. Some temple, they offer only Yegadesi items. We recommend that don't offer whole day Yegadesi item. At least one time you can offer grains. If you are offering all day grains, that will be good. At least, one time you can offer. Where temple safety, is very, very safety standards are maintained in our kitchen, especially our Malati Mataji Srila Prabhupada disciple. She really emphasized on safety in DD kitchens. Fire hazards, hot oil burns, slippery floors, electrical equipments misuse. This all the common risk happens in the DD kitchen. Never leave stove unattended. Uh, Use dry cloth for handling utensils. Clean oil spills immediately ensure. Okay, waste management. You segregate the waste management, dry waste, wet waste. That gives a hygiene. The cook should cover all the preparation as soon as they are cooked. Once the cooking items are prepared, and bring them and cover it. Everything should be covered. Nothing should be exposed or open or kept open or it's not uncovered. All the ingredients, everything has to be properly packed. Scraps packaging, okay. Because animals also should not see any preparation except cooks and pujari. Nobody else also see the unoffered food. That's why we had to keep the kitchen, everything covered. Nothing should be open. Our devotees have always cap on them. They put cap because of that the hair will not fall in the food items. if hair is found in the offerings, it's a great offense. It's not palatable for any person. Do not wear woolen. Wool is considered easily catch fire. That's why wool is avoided. Some winter clothes, areas like your places is cold, you can see whatever suitable for you. All clothes must be very cleaned. We should not use the used ones where we used in bathrooms or sleeping or outside the temple going to market or here and there. We should not come with the same clothes to the DD kitchen. You should be freshly showered and wearing tilaka and kanti malas and fresh clothes. You can come to the kitchen. The inventory is very, very important. The well-managed kitchen requires a proper inventory control. This ensures that ingredients are always available while avoiding the waste. Maintain stock records. Rotate the ingredients using the first in, first out method. Inspect ingredients weekly. Store grains in the sealed containers. As I mentioned, we have to see the quantity. If you are offering 4 plates, either if you are offering 5 plates, what is the bowl size? You can measure it and you can give the quantities. This much rice has to be cooked, this much dal has to be cooked. Like half a liter or 1 liter dal, or you can just finalize, and there should not be any extra food items. That is standard we have. You know, you know, whatever required subsidies only they cut and cook. They actually, at least you should fill the bowls. It should not be like half bowl we are offering. You should fill the bowl nicely. It should not be less than a bowl. The whatever bowl or whatever the cup you have, cup has to be filled. For rice example, it should be like a small mountain, not like a big mountain, a small mountain. You may some temple they offer rice in the plate also, but we offer in the bowl only. You can follow that. Those things you can measure it and you can use it. By that we can have a inventory control or purchasing system, everything clear. How much I had to purchase, what is the budget system, how much budget I have to make for the DT kitchen. Because we are all every year we submit our budget. These are our expenses. We have a detailed breakups also. These are the items I'm using. These are the cost of the ingredients. These are everything. We have like a budget system. That's why yearly budget we submit and we get the budget, and we according to the budget we use. To have that system, we should have a proper inventory and quantities. This is the quantity I'm using in my kitchen, and that this much expenses will occur, and accordingly I have to give the budget. uh, Kitchen in charge responsibilities. Devotees follow DT kitchen standards. Ingredients are stocked. Cleaning schedule are maintained. Who will be cleaning and how the cleanliness standards are maintained is a volunteers receive proper training. When they start entering DT kitchen, and when they start assisting, that time only if we give the proper guidance and proper training, and that will be easy. We can avoid any safety issues and other they may not know the etiquettes. These things can be avoided. Even in the well-managed temples, mistake may sometime occur in the DT kitchen. Proper training and awareness can prevent this mistake and help maintain high standard of service. Finally, we discussed about Bhoga. Now we come to the discussion of Mahaprasad. Very, very important discussion because Mahaprasad is a very, very important element and simultaneously very, very critical item in the kitchen or anywhere. Mahaprasad is even there is a usual saying in our ashram that even you can keep some valuables in the temple, nobody will touch anything. But if you keep Mahaprasad, it's so risky. You will not find them immediately. Immediately it goes. We should have a um, proper management, scheduling or proper system, this will save us from many, many difficulty, challenges, or quarrels and fights and misunderstanding. And so many things happens due to Mahaprasad. So Mahaprasad is not different from Krishna, but if we are not managing that properly, then we will go into trouble only. So much misunderstanding or relationship problems, everything will happen. That's why if Mahaprasad is scheduled, nicely distributed for the satisfaction of devotees, then with that blessings, we will be safe. Mahaprasad is Mahaprasade Govinde Namo Brahmanya Vaishnave Swalpapanya Madamrajan Vishwaso Naiva Jayate. Those who are not pious cannot understand the value of Mahaprasadam or Govinda. Nobody can understand Krishna. We don't have that Sukriti. Nama Brahmani. We cannot understand the holy name. We cannot understand the Vaishnava. You know, with the blessings only we can understand the glory of all these four things. Mahaprasad, Govinda, Nama Brahmani, Vaishnava. Uh, both Prasadam and Lord's name are Brahman platform or spiritual platform. One should never consider Prasadam like to be ordinary for hotel cooking. That's why it should be a first class, excellent, extraordinary, as Prabhupada mentions. All the milk sweets and dry sweets goes for sale. It's a system we have. All the dry sweets and the milk sweets goes for sale. Once it's offered, we keep it in the Mahaprasad fridge, and the devotees come from the stall and he opens the fridge and he takes the milk sweets. Or sometime we go and deliver to him and he sells, and that money will come to the DT department account. All other bohas for each offering will be scheduled for different departments. This is a Mahaprasad allocation. I'll show you the sample, how we allocate. Sorry, before that, I just mentioned this Chaitanya Charitamrita, because Chaitanya Charitamritam explains about so many Mahaprasad pastimes. Ekadina Santipure Prabhu Advaitairagare Dui Prabhu Bojane Bushiro Sakori Aswadana Prabhu Bole Bhaktagana Isa Krishna Aswadilo. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu talks about this glories of Prasadam. At the taste of song like this, love of Krishna arises in the heart. By taking Mahaprasad, Krishna loves arises in our heart. In such love, you should taste these remnants. This is Krishna's remnants. Krishna's salivas are there in that Mahaprasad. I should accept it. In such love, you should taste these remnants. That means and trust and the love and affection, how much we having for the deities, same that much respect, the love we should give. If we approach Mahaprasad with this respect, with this love, with this devotion, then there will not be any shortcomings of our nature. Giving up all the materialistic conception and taking Lord's prasad as of you just chant Hari Hari. Okay, this is our Mahaprasad schedule. This sometime before I made this, like RVP means Radha Vrindavan Bihari, RMM means Radha Madan Mohan Giriraj. The Mangal Bhog Prasad, that is means Pratak Bhog comes to brahmacharis, and that is also now due to diet is got cancelled. Is no more with the brahmacharis now. And Radha Madan Mohan Mahaprasad distributed in Madan Mohan temple itself, and the Giriraj Mahaprasad goes to Ganeshji. And after offering, it goes to the school. Like if you see Rajbhog, Radha Vrindavan Bihari, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, how it's got segregated. You can see this. It's with so much thought and so much effort we have put all the departments in this schedule. Even Sandhya Book, you can see that we have segregated it to each and every department. And Vaikalika, that fruits. we have distributed to segregated devotees. Um, all Maduram sweets will go to Srinaji Cafe for the sale. Dry sweets of the DT Kitchen, volunteers and reciprocation. It's will go to the seva office also. Whoever offer donation, they get Rajbu Mahaprasad dry sweets. Vrindavan Forest morning milk. Go to school every day. Vrindavan Forest morning fruits. It goes to Srinandan Prabhu and other following diet. Who are following diet, they are getting this Mahaprasad fruits. And we have one paratas that goes to ashram and volunteers. Uh, and non-forest, one plate. Each and every plates are segregated. One plate go to Ganeshi temple, two plates goes to Hanuman temple, and after that it distributed to guest reception and guest department. Six plate paratas go distributed to the guest area after Yamuna Arati. Rajbhog, Yegadesi Rajbhog, is an grain prasad. That's why we give to the securities, construction people, all these things. Everything, each and every prasad, each and every grains of Mahaprasad is segregated. And those devotees, they come and they accept. The whole community devotees receive Mahaprasad. Not even a single person from the security, from the all the devotees, who living in Govardhanika village. Nearly we have 400 people living in our campus. All 400 people receive Mahaprasad. This is a very, very elaborate way we have arranged this. Everybody, release this Mahaprasad, they can advance in Krishna consciousness. That's why we have made this. Okay, I just spoke little more than time, I think. Okay, if there is any questions, queries, please, I'm ready to answer now.
Yeah, Chakrapan, go ahead.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dhanavad
Hare
Pranam.
Krishna.
Uh,
Pranam.
Yes, Prabhuji, wonderful session. Thank you for sharing such a detailed manner every aspect of both Bhoga preparation as well as Mahaprasadam. So, first of all, I was amazed to see how thoughtfully you have also prepared the Mahaprasadam distribution schedule. So, what was the process that you went through, Prabhuji? Of course, the goal was to make sure that everybody gets it. Like, was this something that uh, was it like this from the beginning, or was it something that has arrived over a period of time? Like, what was the journey that your team had gone through, Prabhuji?
Every misery, culminates in the good future. Something, as I mentioned about Mahaprasad, there was so many challenges. Then we sat with a few devotees, our temple president, etc., and we decided in the meeting that okay, let us all the community people get Mahaprasad. Okay, let us make a schedule such a way that everyone gets. And initially, I made the schedule. After that, it got changed. After that, I changed the schedule. It's all due course of experience and so much time. I revised it and came up with this schedule. It's a so many years of experience. We derived to this schedule. It's not like one day we made this type of a schedule. Sometime if their community devotees they didn't get Mahaprasad, they think that everything going to ashram. But it doesn't come to ashram and it goes to different place. And even though I have listed this proper schedule, we inform them personally that actually under this, there is a one line also. When is kind of sannyasis or Prabhupada disciple, they come and if you are obliged to offer that Mahaprasad to them, that day they will not get Mahaprasad. This disclaimer also there. Some Prabhupada disciple they say that please give us Mahaprasad. Then we have to give a full plate to them and that time, we tell them, request them, please excuse us. And today you will not get. Next week we will give you. Like that, we have to request them.
And And also, maybe you touched upon this, if I missed. It's not like everybody gets there's only so much to the actual offering made to the Lord. So is it like everybody gets a piece of it, or like how is the actual distribution done, if depending on the number of people?
Yeah, actually, I have mentioned each and every department. Every department has a kind of in charge who will come and collect the Mahaprasad from us, and he will distribute it. And he will be giving in the hands and some drones and cups, and they manage with them. We will not go into it. We give the trays and bowls and vessels, the transfer vessels. The transfer vessels are separate, and whatever the prasadam comes in Lord's plate, that is transferred to the transfer vessel, and the devotees come from respective departments and respective area, and they will come and collect the Mahaprasad in a tray and that bowls and everything, and they go and distribute, and they will bring it and give to us, and we wash it and keep it ready for the next offering, and we transfer it away. Like that they manage. How you manage with your department. That we leave it to them, and they distribute in hand and cups or something they manage. It's a regular affair. Every week they get, they know what to do.
Thank you, bro.
Yashodhara Brahma, go ahead.
Oh, thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji, for a wonderful session. Very inspiring. Couple of questions, Prabhuji. How much do you cook, Prabhuji? Like, do you cook for when you're cooking for Bhoga, do you cook for 10 people, 20 people, 30 people? And do volunteers that cook, right? Do they have, sometimes I hear, oh, actually, those who cook get first preference for packing. Sometimes I hear that in our temple. Like, I don't know if it's a general practice or because I also hear in other temples, like in Dallas, that those who actually don't get to pack at all. In fact, actually, they're very intentional about it because they want their volunteers to cook what Krishna needs, like not what they need, to make sure that those things don't get to, like, sometimes, oh, actually I don't like to eat this, or I saw other person doesn't like to eat this. So they're intentionally guarding against that. So two questions, Prabhuji. One is, how much do you cook? And do volunteers that cook, do they have any rights on, like, preference around packing?
Yes, bro. The quantity. The first is quantity. Actually, I travel to different temples. Sometimes they say that, to the DT Kitchen Matajis, they say that today I am getting some special donors, please cook extra. They tell like that. If I go to those temples and I see the Matajis, they really struggle. Actually, so much burden on the DT Kitchen Matajis who cook in the DT Kitchen. That's why even in our temple also, we will not cook anything extra. Just only for the Lord. DT kitchen only for the Lord. How much quantity required for the Lord, that much only cooked. Even in the beginning, I used to survey each and every day. After the Bhoga plates goes to the altar, I go to the DT kitchen, how much food is remaining. And I write down, and I make a kind of a list and present it in the next DT kitchen meeting. This much quantity is there. Let us manage the quality, how much quantity. That much. That's why I mentioned that, Saul we made after many months and experience and everything. That's why we have a measurement cups. How much gram? Sometimes they say that we cannot measure. That's why we have bowls. You take 2 bowls of rice, 1 bowl of dal. For easy for them to just they take it and put it and they go and they start cooking. That's why we have to put a label on the door, like just adjacent to the ingredients, the cupboard or something. You can put the small list rice. Our rice bowls, we know, in which bowl we going to offer to the Lord. We know that quantity. And so 250-gram bowl or a 200-gram bowl or 200, whatever quantity. That much only we cook. Not even extra, sometime, it's a little more will be there, we cannot go into it is scrutinizing, we cannot do that. And little more meaning that's okay. That is okay. This should not be like, it can fill the 2 more bowls. It should not fill 3 more bowls. That should not be there. Because it's a burden to the DT kitchen. Not that is really. They come and they have household duty, they have their own sadhana, they have preaching and everything, and they come to the kitchen and they do this seva, and it's a burden on them, prepare this much and this much quantity. Why? It's only for the Lord. It's a devotee kitchen is something different. Whoever comes, let them have prasadam there. The quantity and what was the second question, Prabhu? Sorry,
The volunteers that cook, Prabhu, like the Matajis used to cook,
yes, yes, yes.
do they get to pack first or like?
Yeah. Actually, what we did in the beginning, and we in the beginning also, after a few years also we did this. I'll explain something different, Prabhu. I'll come to your point. We have a tasting team. We created like members of the 4-5 devotees. After Mahaprasad comes to the place and small bowls. And we have a small dabba, and in that bowl, and all the Mahaprasad is transferred to the dabba, and it's go to the tasting team. And the tasting teams and survey and give grade A, B, C, A plus. Sorry, actually, these all things we have done with the agreement with the DT Kitchen Matajis. It's not, we discussed with them and we requested them how we can improve ourselves, and they only suggested that this option, and we come up with this. It's not like we're going to complain you or discourage you or anything, and just this is for the improvements. And while presenting also with the proper etiquette, we should present to them, and it's not like and whenever they prepare the good items, we should appreciate them. In that, one of the dedication mothers is also were there, and they were evaluating all these things. That time, we used to give some Mahaprasad to dedication mothers is also in the small bowl, small quantity. After that, we are not giving any Mahaprasad to any dedication devotees. So, as I mentioned in previous sessions also, who are cooking, who are offering, they will not get any Mahaprasad. This is a rule. Because while cooking, the mentality comes that, I am cooking these items. Oh, the different Matajis or Prabhujis, whoever sees that, Hare, this is a very good item. After offering, I should take it. This is natural for any condition. So, I'm not saying that is a complaint or something. Even I'm offering something if item if I see, I remember my old childhood days also. I should be here, I should be offering to Lord Krishna very peaceful manner and all these things. If you think this prasad is not belongs to me, I am not going to get this Mahaprasad. If you prepare yourself mentally, then there will not be any tension, any anxiety in the while cooking or offering or transferring Mahaprasad or preparing and giving to the tray to that person who comes and collect the Mahaprasad. I am happy because I am not going to get any Mahaprasad from this plate. I am already prepared in my mind. I already am prepared in my mind. I'm not going to get anything. That's why if some person comes and gives me in my hand, I will accept it. I'm not saying I will not accept it. I will be rigid. Oh, I have taken a vow. I will not accept any more. No, it's not like this. Some devotees come and gives me in my hand, then I accept it. But I will not plan everything, anything. While going itself, I'll be going with a bag. I'll be going with some cover or takeaways. It creates the different mindset for the pujaris. That's why we really emphasize, devotees like you are offering, okay, better that time, that offering, only that offering, you will not take it. But other days, other time, you will take it, you will accept it. Anyway, you will get. It's not like I am inimical toward Mahaprasad. It's not like that. But prepare my consciousness in nice way. I should offer to Krishna. Yes, if he makes this type of rules for ourselves, and if we encourage our devotees also, then it will create very peaceful in the mind. Maybe externally we will be doing, internally we will be having so much things. While doing Arati itself, we'll be planning, hey, that Mahaprasad, he kept it or not for me. I told him 2 times. I don't know, he always forgets it. This time also he might have forgotten. I'm telling my own experience. All these years of experience, we have come up with these rules, And personally, I become so much freed and peacefully serving Krishna. I hope this helps others also.
Thank you.
Thank you very much, Prabhu. Jayadananda Prabhu.
Yes, Prabhuji. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandavat Pranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Thank you so much, class, Prabhuji. Very insightful. Especially on the Mahaprasadam, a lot of questions are clarified. So we'll try to implement some of those in our temple. One question, Prabhuji, I think Shidal Prabhu also asked the same question. So typically, how many plates of Mahaprasadam you cook, Prabhuji, any given offering? Like you mentioned, congregation will get the Mahaprasadam on a rotation basis, right? Typically, how many plates you distribute?
Whatever we offer, see for us, we used to offer four plates. Like one
4
is
plates.
for, it's actually 5 plates. One is
Okay.
for Radha Vrindavan Bihari, one is for Mahaprabhu, one is for Radha Madan Mohan, one is for Giriraj.
Okay.
4 plates. All the 4 plates are segregated to different devotees.
Prabhuji, you said it is per department, right? It is
Yeah.
service
Yes.
department.
Yeah. Per
Not
department,
per
yes.
family. Yeah, just
Not per
wanted to clarify.
person.
Yeah, department. Yeah. So basically, you'll have 4 plates of Mahaprasadam to distribute
Yes.
at any
Yes.
given offering. So those 4 plates you will give to one department each.
Yes.
Is that right,
Yes.
Prabhu? Okay, and then you will rotate to the other
Yeah.
departments.
Even if you see our schedule, if required, I want to can display
It will
also.
be helpful if you can share the slides,
Yeah.
Prabhuji, after the
Yeah.
class.
You can see now for a discussion, I just shared the screen.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Radha Vrindavan Bihari, Madan Mohan, Giriraj. we make the departments, some departments more number of devotees. Some department very less number of devotees. According to the number of devotees, we allocate the schedule. For example, if the number of devotees are more, then we schedule them Rajbhog. Number of devotees are less, we schedule them in Sandhya Bhog. If number of devotees are little less, but it's moderate, then we give Madan Mohan Rajbhog. See, according to the number of people, we just adjust.
Okay.
After making this schedule, also people come, Prabhuji, you give that, this, that. We say that no. We have to.
So those who are cooking on the day, those who are volunteering in the kitchen on the day, so they will not get anything. So only you will go by the schedule, basically. Is that right, Prabhuji? Okay.
Yes. Yeah, some devotees, they come little distance. They come and cook Rajbhog. They will go to our general prasadam area. They eat prasadam there. They go back. Actually, so many years, our Matajis are they doing this. I really salute them. They're having a wonderful principles in their life. Even sometime I just ask them, take some marks. No, Prabhu, I don't want. I'll take tomorrow. They will say, I'll take tomorrow.
That's a good mode, yeah.
Yeah. They're following that wonderful principle. Actually, I really appreciate that. It gives a lot of inspiration in our life also to follow. Okay,
Thank you,
Prabhu?
Prabhuji. Thank you, Prabhuji. Thank you for clarifying.
Nityanand Vilas Prabhu.
Thank you, Prabhu. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Then thank you for the, especially today's topic, my favorite topic. I do serve in kitchen normally. I do serve in kitchen, so it's kind. Thank you very much,
You
Prabhuji.
are great, Prabhu. You're servant of Radharani.
I'm not servant. I'm servant of the servant of all devotees, Prabhuji.
Yes.
Prabhuji, I see. I've been. It's not as I've been serving in the kitchen. The main challenge I always see is that we have only one kitchen, either public kitchen and DT kitchen. We have one stove, 6x stove, one side. And then for adjacent to that, we have a steamer, big rice steamer, then dal cooker, then 2 stoves, and then continuously. So our DT Krishna cooking DT kitchen is only the small stoves. The big ones are public kitchen. That is one side. And serving is our DT side, cooking side. I'm just giving a layout, Prabhuji. I'll come to the question what I'm saying. So
Okay.
when we cook, yes, when we cooking that layout for DTs, the just behind us that they're serving public.
Mm.
The so many outsiders come, so many people come for serving as a volunteering, right? And then other side we come, some people backside of us, some people will come and vegetable cutting, they're coming. And then sometimes we cook for the burritos or special items. There's some other new not a uninitiated devotees, but some regular devotees who are coming, they can volunteers, they come and help. This is a kind of a full junction. It is not just, I understand when you say all the principles. I know in GV as DD has separate kitchen, and Brahmacharis has separate kitchen, public has a kitchen, Govindas have a separate kitchen. My always concern is whenever I cook for somebody asks, Prabhu, what are you making differently? Why is looking good? And then automatically that already my mind is calibrated, and somebody asking to me, and then it's all my mood is going out of. And then somebody sees is steaming on that, oh, what is he doing? I'm not talking about myself. It's a general example I'm talking about, Prabhuji. I just want to understand how we can improve that perspective, because we have one kitchen. Ultimately we have to adjust. Or I am the first one I'm asking, I don't know, but I've been asking MC to make another kitchen. First time my request is separate kitchen for DTs, at least that was my ask. But
Ye-
yes, of course, there is
Yes,
a challenges.
Prabhuji.
I'm
Your
not
request
saying
is
that they
being
can.
under review, Prabhuji. Your request is being under review.
No, I'm not here to complain, Prabhuji. I understand what is the challenge here,
Ask the
why we
question.
are not making it. That's not my point here. My point is that how we can improve, the mood and conscious when this kind of juncture is there. I'm not here to complain. I'm trying to understand myself how I can improve my conscious when I cook for Krishna.
Yes, yes. Prabhuji, thank you for asking the very sincere question. Sincerely, you wanted to serve Lord Shri Krishna and Srimati Radharani. Actually, as far as possible, no, any kitchen, in general kitchen or a DT kitchen or devotee kitchen or any kitchen, there should be a restricted entry. The kitchen is not anybody can just go in, just see things, how things are happening. It's not like that. What they are booking, like okay, let us go and see. It's not like that. Only we should make a label. Is a restricted entry in the doors. In the general kitchen or main kitchen or DT kitchen or devotee kitchen, any kitchen, is a restricted entry. And if they don't have any seva, they should not enter the area, very bad kitchen, because it creates so many safety issues. I know we may lose the hygiene. Hygiene will not be maintained, or they just they make a crowd there, unnecessary crowd, and it will spoil the situation. And we have restricted time. In the time period, we have to make a certain number of items. So all these things are there. That's why we should have a very restricted entry. We should have a uh, some temples they have a fingerprint system also. Not that much, but at least we should have a restricted entry. By that we can reduce that this type of situation what you are mentioning. And only cooks, they are they may help you out in preparation or other things. That's okay. They are okay. If other devotees coming and making comment, are they looking from the window or asking, Prabhuji, how are you? What's going on in kitchen? We should not entertain all these things in kitchen. Some people, even if I'm there, they may smile and they may say some comment. I just smile and continue. They think that okay, this person is busy, that's why he's not responding. They understand. If he continue, if he give one word, Hare Krishna, that is still sufficient for them to continue the dialogue. That's why we should smile and we should continue our job. Sometimes it has in our this thing also. If it is really visible to the outside crowd, then we should have some kind of a curtain or something. Sorry, I don't know your kitchen situation. But if this is something visible from the window or something, then we can have some kind of a curtain or some kind of entrance. So many things are available in market now. We can put that, and it may maybe some air ventilation will be there. It will be covering till our head only, not more than that. And it will be there is an open area also. The air circulation, many things can happen. Something small things, Prabhu. If you follow that, it can improve the situation.
Prabhuji, do
Thank
you?
you, Prabhuji. I think these really good ideas, especially. Thank you.
Yashwadalal, Prabhuji.
Yeah, Prabhuji, I'm just gonna add, I think, Nityanand Vilas Prabhu, I think, like Jayadundan Prabhu said, I think Prabhu is looking at can we add a DT kitchen? I think just like we had a Brahmin Sabha, it probably makes sense to have some kind of Sabha for all the devotees that are helping in the kitchen. So we can, I think we already have feedback, so we can go through the feedback and discuss some of these things as well. So to see what other ideas we have as well. And that said, Prabhu, I think there are some things we can start, looking at now, right? Like, how much we cook, how do we distribute? Those things are not blocked on somebody asking us, like, hey, what are you cooking, right? So let's figure out a way to, make progress where we can, and then things we do need work, and we need to continue working on it.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Chaitanya Sundar Prabhu, you have raised. Do you have anything?
Yeah, just wanted to. I mean, this is itself is an education today's session, but are there some educational, posters, slides, things that are put throughout your kitchen area just to kind of regain the consciousness that we need to be in, just more like reminders and so on. Just wanted to see how that was that something that was thought about? Has that been done? Things like that, Prabhuji.
You're not audible, Prabhu.
I was not audible, or Prabhuji?
You are audible. Prabhu, yeah, go ahead. You want to answer, Prabhuji? Have you heard the question? We can repeat. Prabhu, you can repeat once. Maybe
Question, Prabhu. Sorry, I couldn't able to.
Yeah. Sorry.
I thought it's a comment. I thought it's a we can put a
No,
some.
the question is,
Yeah.
in order to educate people, because there are
Okay.
some best practices and things that you should not do, the things you should do when you think, for example, educating people not to have chit chat with people that are already engaged in kitchen seva. That's an education for people who are on the outside. And then there's probably people from the inside is like, stay focused on cooking, not engage in conversations or XYZ, whatever those few suggestions,
Yeah.
so that they keep their consciousness in the right mode. So I'm just asking, have you put any posters like that, reminders like that in the right places?
Yeah.
Has
Yeah, just to add to that, Prabhu, do you have like, just like you helped us with the DT worship manual, right? Like, do you have a kitchen manual that we can look at? And, as Jaden Prabhu is working with Raswati Mataji on our kitchen manual. So do you have any manuals, like Prabhu asked, do you have posters? But, generally speaking, do you have a manual that we can look at to
Yes, Prabhu.
get out for
Actually,
our?
Prabhu, small codes. Actually, I take it from this PPT only. I don't have any other kind of thing. I just take it from the PPT. One slogan. It's not too many slogans. One slogan we take. No extra talks. Like if you put it in a positive way, if you put it in some areas, uh, you know, that will, like some people they do it as a, well, and in ashram also they follow the no sweets week, no sweets month. No is extra. They're like something like that. If we make one coding, one sentence, and if we put it in some display, uh, that will improve the so much consciousness. Some system, yeah, you can prepare, but we have some kind of papers that will measure, tells about the quantity. We don't have any kind of a manual or something. I think this will help you. Some quotations from Srila Prabhupada purport that you display. Only one, not too many. Otherwise, it's like a full of labels in the DT kitchen. You put only one quotation in the notice board in big letters. that will create some impact. Then you can remove that quotation, you can put some other quotation that will create some kind of mindset mood. Basically, we have to, uh, we can have meetings, we can encourage, and there will be some small issues, we can address them and create a good mood, from some proper purports, if we discuss, that gives some encouragement to them.
Prabhuji, do you have like a meeting on a weekly basis to prepare the menu for the week? And what we have to offer?
Monthly basis, Prabhu. Monthly
Monthly.
basis.
The whole month is fully scheduled beforehand.
Initially, I used to get involved, Prabhu.
Mm.
Nowadays, our Matajis are well experienced now.
Mm.
Now we made a committee between the Matajis only. Matajis only manage now. I hardly get into kitchen, but in the festivals, we discuss, what is the budget, how much quantity we're going to prepare, how many number of bhogas we're going to prepare. And that's festival time. I get into a daily basis. They manage now. They are now well experienced. Initial days, I go into details, how much ghee required, how much ghee they using, how much quantity per week. I go into so many details in the beginning. Now I'm just everything said, for many years. As things are going, and small issues will be there, cleanliness and training and other things that we address separately. And they manage themselves. If there is any more extra, then we get into it.
Prabhuji, you mentioned about Hare Krishna chanting before, preparing the consciousness before starting the preparation. Are there any other prayers you have?
Yeah, that's what I told in the beginning. We have some kind of arati. Just it's a fast arati. It's not like a small elaborate. It's a 2 minutes arati.
Yeah.
Jara de jai jai madhava de.
Yeah.
Like that, they sing the full song. Just offer a deep and they light the lamp. That also gives the playing kirtan is some devotees like, some devotees feel it's too loud. That's why we tell them very soft music. If at all you're put soft music. And we have kind of FM audio system. Whatever lecture kirtan goes in the temple hall, that will be relayed in the DT kitchen. Whatever the quality, how much volume required, that much volume they keep it. Because so many discussion has to happen in the dedication. They may ask something, they ask them help and other things. That's why we keep particular volume only, not too much. As we leave it to the cooks. Some cooks likes it, some cook doesn't like it. We leave it to the cooks. Some people they play the Maharaj lectures, Prabhupada lectures. Some devotees they don't want anything. Let me concentrate on my seva. We leave it to them.
But one option is to have a lecture.
Yeah. Lecture kirtan can be played softly.
Okay. Thank you. Yeah, Madhabi Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanavad Pranam. It
Dhanavad
was a
Pranam,
nice lecture. Prabhuji, I would like to understand what Shastra or Prabhupada provided guidance. Mahaprasad offered to Krishna is always tasty and very nice offerings that everybody likes to have. And what we offer, cook bulk for thousands of people is different items because of the scaling that needs to be done. What is so when the Bhoga comes back, Mahaprasad,
sorry?
when the Mahaprasadam comes back after offering, so any suggestions that are provided how it has to be distributed equally to everybody? What should be our mode and consciousness around that? Sorry,
Yeah.
this is a hard one, and I just want to know what are the any provided by Prabhupada or other lessons learned from other temples, how they handle this.
Yeah. Actually, The prasadam, even if you cook in the main kitchen, devotee kitchen, deity kitchen, all prasadam is prasadam. But deity kitchen prasadam, there's so many varieties are there. People may like it, and they think that is directly offered to Krishna like that. But all prasadam is prasadam. The quality of the cook, in how much devotion he is putting and cooking, how much devotion that pujari is putting and offering, that is important. Actually, prasadam, how to distribute Mahaprasad. Whoever distributing Mahaprasad, you should not feel, I will get it or not. Even in our previous discussion, we discussed that whoever serving prasadam, I'm not talking about Mahaprasad, I'm just talking about the prasadam. Whoever serving prasadam, they should save their plate first. They can save their Mahaprasad plate, and they can distribute rest of the prasad. Yeah. They can start serving the prasadam. They will not have something, I will receive it or not, or these items will be finished, I may get it or not. They may be in so much anxiety. That's why we tell them, you save the prasadam plate and you start keep serving. Or otherwise, you can order prasadam and come for serving. Like that, even if it's distribute Mahaprasad, whoever distribute Mahaprasad, we should not think that I will give something. By distributing to others, definitely we will receive blessings.
Is
With that
the
blessings,
You're talking about the one who is distributing, not the one who is
one who
cooking.
distributing, yes, one who distributing. Otherwise, you really wanted to give some prasadam, keep some prasad. Keep some prasadam for you, and rest you distribute. You will not have any anxiety. You are like a very benevolent, and you will be distributing. And second thing is like sometimes it goes like we may keep reserve something, and rest we receive distribute. All these things. What happens to us? Everybody knows what are the number of items. Even one item is missing, other devotees will ask, Prabhuji, wo kidhar hai? Where is that Mahaprasad? Everybody knows that number of items and all. Like that, if we, without any attachment, if we distribute, then there will not be any anxiety, I hope.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Is that I
Thank you,
answered this?
Prabhuji. Yes,
Thank you.
Prabhuji. Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Gaurav Chandra Prabhu.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Dandatpranam, Jai Shri Prabhupada. Very nice class. So, Prabhuji, typically we run sort of volunteers for pot washing or serving prasadam in peak times. Do you face such issues and how do you handle it?
Yeah, peak times, yes, Prabhu. Especially in the Gaura Purnima, Janmashtami, all those days, very large number of devotees they come, and plate washing, vessel washing, all these things. For them, that in charge will come, and they will tell us, Prabhuji, there are this many volunteers, they are doing this seva, please give us some Mahaprasad. We give them separate Mahaprasad for them. Like a plate washing area, they are working from the morning till night. If they receive some Mahaprasad, they feel very happy. Like that, in festival days, for particular respective volunteers, the volunteers in charge, we know because I know the festival department service coordinators. Those coordinators, they come and approach us, we give them, some cake, some item, some special item, we give them. They will be very happy. They get small amount, small piece of cake they will be getting, but they feel very happy. Hamara Prabhuji, he gave some Mahaprasad cake for us. They remember that date. Like that we should definitely we should honor them. Actually, this Mahaprasadam's distribution schedule made just to honor and respect their seva. They are getting weekly once that Mahaprasad. They are honored. They feel like we are valued. That's why, it's a small quantity they're going to get. They're not going to get a big plate. They're going to get small quantity in a hand or something. But they feel like we are valued, we are we are honored.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. This comment itself is very, inclusive, making everybody inclusive of, in everything we do. Yeah, thank you.
So, Prabhuji, my question was really, we actually run short of headcount.
Short of headcounts means
Means there are
less
not
number of
enough people to wash the pots.
Oh, okay.
And we don't have 300 employees like you.
Okay.
So we are based on volunteers
Yes.
and inspiring them into doing those tough
You are
services
saying that we have shortage of volunteers.
in specific areas like pot washing.
Yeah. Actually, especially in our temple, prasadam serving in the temple, prasadam distribution, prasadam serving during the festivals is a challenge because they wanted to attend the festival. Coming and serving prasadam is they have to sacrifice the whole events. They have to come and stand and serving prasadam serving. Because there are children, there are women. That's why we start the prasadam serving little early only. We will not wait till end of the program because we have the facility, we have space. We start the prasadam serving little early only. All childrens and Mataji, they come and take, and whoever attend the whole program, after the program also they come and take prasadam in such a way that everybody is trained in prasadam distribution. Then we had a challenge, those devotees, they complained, Prabhuji, you are always putting us in prasadam serving, we are missing all the festivals. We are not attending festivals. What we did, we called devotees and we made the schedule for the whole year. Janmashtami, Radhashtami.
Hari bol.
Every-
That's nice. That's nice,
Sorry,
Prabhuji. Making schedule for whole year, I like it,
whole
Prabhuji.
year. We made the whole year schedule. For Ram Navami, who will be serving prasadam? He knows that. For next year also, he will be doing that. He will be doing that. Every Ram Navami. I know that this option inspired so many devotees. Arey, every Ram Navami, we will be serving prasadam.
Jai.
Every Radhashtami, we will be serving prasadam. And every Janmashtami, we are serving prasadam. It's scheduled and they prepared themselves, and the rest of the festival they can attend.
Correct.
It's not like they will only attend that. Rest of the festival they can attend. Something like that, if we discuss in advance, and there also like the 4-5 groups, 4-5 like people, if we take them in count, and we can make us groups and we can schedule them. Okay, Ram Navami, Radha Ashtami, Janma Ashtami, Govardhan Puja, Prabhupada appearance day, disappearance day, everything. If you schedule, then it will be easy. I hope.
Prabhuji, one quick
Maybe-
question, Prabhuji.
Thank you,
Sorry, go
Prabhu.
ahead.
Okay.
Jayendra Prabhu, go ahead. You might be bringing the same thing up. Go ahead.
Yeah, one question on the regular prasadam, Prabhuji. So, what is the quality of the regular prasadam? Is it as good as the Mahaprasadam, or in GV? How is the regular prasadam, which is distributed to everyone else?
Yeah, as I mentioned before, for regular prasadam also, there is a tasting committee.
That's good.
And nothing is like loopholes.
Okay.
Tasting committees are there and they report. And for example, if I'm serving Janmashtami Prasad, Radhashtami Prasad, the Prasadam menu is decided in the festival committee meeting. Festival committee meeting itself, the kitchen in charge, the present, these are the menu, we'll be going to serve the. And if there is any, discrepancy or among in the devotees, they present, this is served in the last festival. People, devotees enjoyed that prasadam. This we served, it become, so much wastage and so many things happened. According to the devotees crowd, we have to plan the menu. If we are serving the villagers, we have to plan. For example, we have a different crowd. Sometimes we get like Vyasa Puja, we get a devotee crowd. It's like nobody is a single outside person going to come that festival. For Radhashtami, it's a devotee festival. Janmashtami, public festival. According to the festival, we have to design the menu. What is the local people's likes? One time we served malpua. Our people doesn't know what is malpua. They throw it in the bin. It's a so costly item. It takes so much time to prepare that, and they may not value that, and they put it in the bin and go. That's why has to be decided. In the discussion, what we served, how we served. How much volunteer we have. What's the budget we have. Sometime it happens. Devotees wanted to serve the devotees, and they make some elaborate menu and they struggle. Prabhuji, we could, the line is going, and they're serving and they're cooking in the kitchen. But they out of the way they wanted to serve, but they end up struggling, how to finish the line and all these things. That's why the menu has to be decided very thoughtfully.
Yeah.
If it is a large number of crowd, you cannot have a ragda patties. And we serve ragda patties in the small crowd. According to menu, the quality of prasadam has to be very good, Prabhu. Especially in the festivals and all, quality of prasadam. Prabhupada never compromised on prasadam. Prabhupada always emphasized in the quality prasadam. Any Deity kitchen or regular kitchen, the prasadam quality has to be nice. And even you may serve simple 2-3 items, but quality has to be good.
Yeah.
Thank you, Prabhuji.
Prabhuji, I guess this extension of that question is, for Matajis that are coming to cook for deities and, they're not taking Mahaprasad that day, if the devotee kitchen prasadam, good enough for them to take that prasadam, like, is it high standard or they need to go back and cook it?
Yeah. Actually, what happened initially, we didn't had a kind of Anakshetra and all these things. What I did, I purchased the coupon from our restaurant. I gave the coupon. They coming all the way and then they serving, and they have to go back also, and they may be hungry and they may continue some services in the temple, making garlands and other things. It's a small coupon I purchase and give them. They take prasadam, they continue the service. Some facility has to be made. They can after the service. Rajbhog is they come early morning. Like 9 o'clock. They cook for 3 hours. They have to go back hungry. It's a little austere. Most of the Matajis, they don't take morning breakfast. They come directly cooking.
Yeah.
And after cooking only they go and take their lunch. And for them, I arrange the coupon, and they should not feel any awkward, going and taking prasadam there, or should I take or not. They should be comfortable. And I purchased the coupon and gave, they go and take prasadam. Now we have facility, if these Matajis, they come, they get prasadam without any, hesitation or something. We have ID cards, so many things.
So where do they get prasadam from, Prabhu? They get prasadam from devotee's kitchen or?
Devotee kitchen. Devotee kitchen.
Okay.
So I guess maybe a little bit more specifically there is like, how many items do you prepare in the devotee kitchen on a daily basis?
Devotee kitchen, rice, dal, sabji, chapati.
Okay.
Yeah, this many items only. Not too many elaborate and all. Simple items, rice, dal, sabji, chapati. That's it.
Sri Lakshmi Mataji, you want to ask your question?
Hare Krishna Prabhu, all glories to Srila Prabhupada. Please accept my humble obeisance unto Lord's lotus feet and all the devotees' lotus feet. Prabhuji, lot of learnings from this session. I would like to have make a comment, Prabhuji, and the learnings what I learned. Once upon a time, by the mercy of Krishna and Srila Prabhupada and Harivilas Maharaj, I got an opportunity to cook 8 o'clock Bhoga. At that time, my consciousness, Prabhuji, like working since morning to evening, I used to do the child care and then go in the evening sharp, that bhava of going every evening at 4:30, I used to end 5 o'clock and I used to go make variety of the items. When I come back from the temple, Prabhuji, my kids will be there. Whatever I cook, okay, my kids will like it. And I used to bring. 2 weeks, my husband noticed it, Prabhuji. 3rd week, he asked me, Lakshmi, are you cooking for the deities or your kids? It really clicked, Prabhuji. It was like, it's my good fortune. I'm really thankful to Krishna. At that night, when I was thinking, Prabhuji, Krishna gave the intelligence, like, in a right way, he put me. It's all Guru Krupa, Harivilas Maharaj, Mercy, and Srila Prabhupada really is kind on me, I think. Since then, Prabhuji, whatever next week, if I plan something, my mood is always like, not to bring. I meditate on that part. And then whatever I want to cook also, Prabhuji, earlier days, for example, if I used to cook on Saturdays, and then Sunday or Monday, whatever I cook for him, I used to cook for my kids. My consciousness will be next week, whatever I prepare also, okay, this is only meant for Krishna. It really helped me, Prabhuji, when he asked me that question. Otherwise, like, as you mentioned earlier in the class, like, people will come and cook and then takes the bags of the prasadam. Once upon a time, I was like that. 2 weeks he observed and then he corrected me. I'm really thankful to my husband for that, to give me right consciousness at that time.
Thank you, Mataji. Thank you for setting a great example. Actually, this type of people gives a great inspiration in our life. And the one thing is, many times we get advice, but we may not take it seriously. But you took that advice very seriously. You are following for so many years. Thank you so much, Mataji, for setting example for the community, and we take so much inspiration from people like you. Thank you, Mataji. Thank you so
Prabhuji,
much.
not me. I'm not worthy of it, because the person, the way I am right now, it is all the mercy from Krishna and I'm not a qualified person, because at that time our temple congregation is very little, and then by the mercy of Krishna and Guru Harivilas Maharaj, I got an opportunity, you know.
Yes.
And then I distributed all that opportunity also amongst other devotees. Like, 4 or 5 days, 8 o'clock Bhoga I used to cook. But single-handedly, then I started giving it to the others also has to get it, na Prabhuji. I am not the only one. Then I used to distribute and I used to take 2 days a week, Prabhuji. I'm really, really grateful. And whatever the learnings, I joined in halfway, everything I want to apply on my life, change towards to the mood of cooking and everything, Prabhuji. Like, the taste of the prasadam comes, it's
With a
all in our mood.
Yes. Consciousness. Thank you, Mataji.
Consciousness is very important too. Heart has to be clean. So many things I am learning, Prabhuji, past 24 years. Lot to learn, lot to improve. Thank you. I'm
Thank
really
you.
thankful to this MC, whoever is the current people, like, whoever is putting this effort to make a better, to give a better to community. I'm really grateful to Krishna for that, and thankful to them.
Thank you, Mataji.
Thank you, Prabhuji, for your advice. Thank you.
Hare
Thank you.
Krishna.
I really mean it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question.
Yeah, go ahead, Mata.
Yes, Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, my name is Premamai.
Yes,
Prabhuji,
Mataji.
at GV, do you have a set menu for every day?
Yes, Mataji.
Okay,
You
so
mentioned
like for
before.
Monday, you have, okay, for Rajbhog, this is what we'll cook, this is for breakfast, and this is for night offering. These are the sweets. Is it set for every single day of the week?
Yeah. See, for Rajbhog, we have a number of sabjis. That can be, different subjects. We cannot
Yes.
go 4 subjects, 3 subjects, whatever you have.
Mm-hmm.
You can mention that like 4 subjects. That's it. One
Okay.
sabji is a paneer sabji. That is standard.
Mm.
Paneer gravy, paneer butter masala. It's
Mm-hmm.
all things we give freedom to them.
Anything
Like
with paneer.
paneer
Okay.
sabji. Yeah, paneer sabji. All is a vegetable sabji. One is a dry sabji. One is a wet sabji. Something like that. They can choose. you know. But
Okay.
these four subjects has to be there, and we mention the number of quantity and number of items, and how much is the quantity, number of items. We mention that we give some freedoms like it's a paratha. It's a paratha. They can make a methi paratha, aloo paratha, gobi paratha. They can make any parathas. We give freedom to them,
Mm,
and
okay.
especially for the sweet. Sweet, we mentioned, we asked them, tell us the name of the sweet, what sweet you going to make. Especially
Yes.
we make the sweet, and
Mm,
sometime we had a system that, parathas, these days, this date methi paratha, this day aloo paratha, this is gobi paratha. It should not be every day is aloo paratha, it should not be
correct.
every day is the gobi paratha. We mentioned that, wherever we get
Mm-hmm.
into some kind of repetition, that we get into the streamline.
Okay.
Thank you, Prabhu. Nitya and Vilas, Prabhu. Any final comment? I think we are quite longer session today. Yeah, I think Prabhu is also getting demand from the other.
Hare Krishna.
Go ahead,
Yes.
Prabhu. You have anything?
Yes. Prabhuji, I have 2 points. Actually, one is continuation with the Gaurang Chandra Prabhu's question. Second one is that, Prabhuji, when you mentioned that the Matajis come and cook for Rajbhog or any cooking for Krishna, how many head count will be come and cook? Like one Mataji or two Matajis or 10 Matajis, or a regular day or festival day? How do you decide, and how is it any schedule is that? Including volunteers, including helpers and cooks.
Yeah. Yes, especially in a big festival like Radhastami, Govardhan Puja, we have a separate discussion altogether for cooking. For daily cooking, we have fixed number of Matajis. Maximum 2 Matajis, 1 assistant. This is sufficient for cooking all the bhogas. Rajbhog, I am saying Rajbhog. If sometime you get another cook is well and good. Otherwise, 2 Rajbhog cooks, 1 assistant. They prepare all the bhogas. This is sufficient for them. Sunday Bhoga, the 1 Mataji, 1 assistant, 1 cook and 1 assistant. Pratak Bhog, 1 cook, 1 assistant. They make all these bhogas. For festivals, we have a kind of a, now we make a WhatsApp group and we put them, what are the items we're going to prepare, and we make a kind of a, no, Google sheet. They fill up, what are the dry items. Otherwise, everybody make only sweet only, and there is no flavors. We list them. Okay, these are the you all going to make subjis. You all going to make the fry items. You all going to make the sweet items. Like that. We list down everything, pastry and cakes and everything. We name them. We schedule them. Okay. Otherwise, and that day of the festival, they will be saying we all going to make cake only. Everybody makes cake. This is very difficult, and that's why we have to, especially in other festival, we will not get that much the problem, especially in a Govardhan Puja, like a Radhastami, like a Janmashtami, we have to call for a meeting and discuss and make a proper sheet Excel, and we send it to everyone. Are you okay? Any correction? We get them feedback and again correct it. Everything. It's all these things. It's create a very good mood in the community. Oh, we are going to make this one, that one. People discussion will be happening. It creates a very good mood in the community.
Prabhuji, thank you, Prabhuji, for that. And then another continuous point is that, Prabhuji, devotee kitchen you have, right, Prabhuji? Devotee kitchen, how many cooks you have, and on a daily basis, and how do you manage compared to DT kitchen? That's all.
Yeah. The one thing is Prabhu cooking. One Mataji will be coordinating the DT kitchen, how many, today that the Mataji is available or not, or assistant will be available or not. They make sure that, they make the schedule in advance only, they put it in the group, and the day before they call and they confirm. Mataji, are you coming? Confirm. Prabhuji, are you coming? Confirm. Okay. Even dressing or arati or dressing, cooking, anything like a sweet making, we have separate section. We will not mix with DT kitchen. We have a sweet making cooking area itself. Only they make sweet making. Sweet making devotees also, we have one separate in charge for that, and he will call them, Prabhuji, you are making tomorrow Sandesh. The reminders are sent, called and confirmed. All these things we have to do. Otherwise, I know during Rajbhog, who is going to come? We'll be standing on the door and waiting. It's a very difficult. And at that time, previous day only we could call them and confirm. Is that okay, Prabhu?
Yes, Prabhuji. And DT, sorry, devotee kitchen, how many cooks, Prabhuji, you have?
That is, it's a big number, Prabhu.
Mm.
Devotee, we have only two kitchens only, Prabhu. One is DT kitchen, one is another is a devotee kitchen. Devotee kitchen means everybody included, like staffs and devotees and everyone put together. Is a number count is comes around 200 or something. We have a lot of devotees. We have, subjugating. We have separate team, cooking separate team, vessel washing separate team, something like that.
Sure. Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Vishwadulal Prabhu.
Yeah, Prabhuji, and DT kitchen, if you have two Matajis and assistant cooking, like, do you have a separate team that comes to do pot washing for DTs, Prabhu, like, vegetable cutting, or is it just two Matajis and assistant are managing?
Yeah, they only manage all
everything.
this vessel washing and everything.
Yeah, I see.
Actually, our the Matajis are very, very expert. We keep less number of vessels. How many vessels are required? That many vessels only kept outside. Other vessels are kept inside and locked. That's why I mentioned about the inventory. Inventory is very, very, important thing. How much vessels has to be kept outside, how much vessel has to be kept locked. In the festival time, they open everything. Rest of the time, it goes in. How much ingredients has to be kept outside, how much ingredients has to be locked. In ghee is locked. They will get, weekly basis, they keep the ghee this much outside. They manage with that. If they want, we give them. It's not like how like a military rules, we will not give any more ghee. We'll not say like that. But weekly basis, we give the ghee and it's kept locked. If they want, Prabhuji, we need more. And we give them also. The dry fruits also, we have a separate fridge and locked. And weekly basis, it's dry fruits are given, kept outside. Or sometimes we trust them and we keep for more days also. Everything kind of, if you have system in place and automatically everything will be falls on the place. So something like that. Vessels. And if you keep less number of vessels to be washed. And different mata, it's like festivals, everybody will come and pick their own vessels and their own spoons. And for one item, and there are too many vessels and too many spoons are used, and it's kept it for washing. If you see in our homes and small kitchens, they very meticulously manage because they're going to wash the vessels. They know how much to be used, how much to be put into the washing area. And so those things, the less number of people also is easily managed. We need more devotees, and we need to engage more devotees also. We can segregate and we can plan. Maha cleaning we call set number of devotees. Please come for Maha cleaning. All the Matajis, they come and they clean and check the ingredients. One is cooking, another is the stock management and inventory and all these things, and another is cleaning. When ingredients are clean, sometimes we store ingredients, sometimes they get insects or something, we have to check them. And first in, first out, all these things, yeah, it has to be monitored.
It's extraordinary, bro. The organization you have.
Sorry, bro.
It's extraordinary the way meticulously you have, your consciousness is completely around, organizing and making sure everything goes first class.
It's so many mess ups we have done. We learned from
But
all
you learn,
the.
because you have a system in place, you could use it as a baseline and keep on improving from there. You all
It's not
agreed
like
to
we
have.
set the system and it's going well. Anytime it's false and we have to bring it back.
Bring
Bring
it
Yeah,
back.
it back.
yeah. The
So,
constant
Prabhuji,
choice.
yeah, just one last comment. I heard that your organization as a whole is like ISO 9000 certified.
Yes,
Of
yes,
course,
yes.
you
Yes,
know,
Prabhu.
is that one of the reasons why you have all this measurement, monitoring, tracking? I mean, it looks like at every step you mentioned that, like down to the how much amount is pulled out, how much is locked in, and so on. So can you tell us how much of this whole thing is driven by just the devotee and consciousness standard versus the ISO standard?
Prabhuji, I didn't bring the ISO standard at all here. If you bring
Okay.
ISO standard, all these things, it's discussion will go further. So many things are there in ISO standard, Prabhu.
Hmm.
Like each and every item has to be labeled. Even if I bring in sabji, that has to be labeled with a date. And that's a tedious task. And only two people will be dedicated only for that. Even a sabji, even a ingredients, every dabba should have a inventory date when it came. And many say some food items are expiry dates also there. We have to mention that expiry date separately, and all the items should be in your system, and system should also show all these things. And another thing is there should not be any plastic in the kitchen. Everything should be in the stainless steel with the food grade. There is a food grade materials also there with the food grades would be there. And the cleaning, every weekly basis we should have a roasters and everything updated to the system. Checklist should be there. The cleaning, the windows has to be cleaned, and the chimney has to be cleaned. So many things are there. And another thing I wanted to mention that even if you use some plastic items, that should be the food grade. There should not be any wood item in the kitchen. Even that fridge, even in the fridge, everything should be labeled. So many things are there, restrictions are there. Yeah, they come for inspection and all, the cleanliness. You have to clean with this type of soaps. They check the soaps and which soap you are using for the cleaning vessels, and what are the costumes they wearing, and what are the cleanliness standard for apron what they're wearing. I know what rotation you are cleaning that apron. So many things are there, Prabhu. I didn't bring all those discussion. Sometimes we use some wood handle knife. We should not use wood handle knife. There should not be any, because that get fungus and other things.
Wow.
If we go, if we go deep in our philosophy, we end up there only. But if we bring this type of policies and IOSTA standards, we are forced to act. Otherwise, we will be little loose, and we set some standard, we lose it or some. But other like Mahaprasadam, this rotation, inventory, and other things will save the budget only. They say that this much budget you are asking, why? We should be having a reason to explain. Our budget system is little tight.
Amazing, Prabhu.
Full dandavat to the entire, leadership as well as all the devotees for becoming a role model.
Actually, sound like we are set, and something goes down, up and down. Again, we come to the line. Yes, we are trying our level best. We should try sincerely in the pleasure of Srimati Radharani and Vaishnava, service of the Vaishnavas.
You have explained the gold standard, Prabhu. It's up to us how far we can get there. Really, this is, I mean, like, yeah, we can really rely on, shoulders of giants. That's how they say. Uh, because you have such good standards, we are able to, see something. Oh, this is where we can aspire to get to. Thank you so much. Yeah, Pranaseka Mataji.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, please accept my humble obeisances of glories to Srila Prabhupada. Thank you so much for your wonderful class, Prabhuji. Just actually, I'm quick. Just a quick question. I'm really wondering, because most of the temples I have visited in India, like Delhi, many temples I have visited, and even ISKCON Tirupati, little bit different, but mostly it's khichdi only served, Prabhuji, for all the public. I have not seen any full plate. They have Govinda restaurants, even in ISKCON Vrindavan, yeah, they have a special meal program, but most of the temples I've seen. So is like your temple is like especially having for weekdays. I'm talking about normal weekdays, not about Sunday feast festival, but only normal weekdays. I think it's mostly khichdi's.
Yes, Mataji. Some temple they have that type of standard, like morning breakfast is khichdi. Some temple they have that type of standard. They have lunch is very elaborate. Now some temple they may be having a full menu. Like we have Juhu. I visited Chennai temple. Chennai temple they give very good prasadam in the morning also. Some temples like a devotee crowd is there. Those devotees also they given a nice prasadam. Initially, as I mentioned in the beginning, when Yashodhadal Prabhu asked me questions, how you facilitated the prasadam, the Deity Kitchen Mataji's prasadam, I told that we give the coupons. Some outside Mataji, they come all the way for cooking for 3 hours. I arrange the coupons for them. They go to our restaurant and they take. We have standard menu for that coupon. And if you give that coupon and you get, rice dal sabji chapati, that may prasadam you will get.
So there are
Something like that.
three things, Prabhuji. One is festival prasadam, another is devotee prasadam, and third is the public prasadam, right? So there are three categories.
No. Actually, public prasadam, devotee prasadam, same only, Mataji.
Okay.
Deity is something different. And brahmachari prasadam is something different. Brahmachari
Okay.
prasadam and general and devotee prasadam different.
Thank you,
And
Prabhu.
Deity kitchen is separate. Because brahmachari ashram has some restrictions. That's why we will not take devotee prasadam. Yes.
Thank you, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. I think we have extended quite a bit in this session, but it is very useful for us. A lot of
Yes. Prasadam is important topic.
and
Yeah.
yeah, we can continue, Prabhu, in future again if required, as required.
Okay, Prabhu, it bit late for you, all of you.
More than that, for you, it is quite late, I think. Thank you so much, Prabhu.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji.
Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Prabhu.
Prabhuji. Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you so much for a wonderful class.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you very
Thank you,
much.
Prabhuji.
Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Jai Shri Prabhupada.
Prabhuji, Hare Krishna.
Gaudiya Vaishnava Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Dal Bhakta Vrinda ki jai.
Jai.
Jai Shri Shri Neela Madhav, Radha Neela Madhav ki jai. Shri
Jai.
Chaitanya Subhadra Maharani ki jai.
Jai.
Nrsimha Gaunitai ki jai.
Jai.
Thank you so much.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.